Hi, here's the question of the day. Once you land a ministry admin contract, how do you lock it in? How do you make sure that this new client is going to develop into a long-term relationship? Something that's fruitful and fulfilling for you, meaningful for them, and provides a nice, steady paycheck. Well, we've worked with enough customers to know that, especially in the first few months, clients are always asking themselves this question. Did I make a mistake? Do I really need an admin? Now, a few years ago, this was during a season of economic downturn, and churches were laying people off, feeling tight budgets. And I asked a friend of mine, how does a church worker guarantee that they're not the ones who get laid off? And Steve said, Jeff, it's really straightforward. We have to be indispensable. Indispensable, that's kind of a high bar, but I think he's right. Indispensable workers have locked in their job. And meanwhile, the people who are just trying to meet expectations, they're in jeopardy. That's a hard truth. But we have discovered over the past few years that a church can cancel its contract any time they want. So every task we do now is basically an interview for the next month of work. So let me ask you, when the money gets tight, will your current clients fight for you to stay on the payroll? You want them to say, oh, no. Do not touch my admin. And of course, our company is loaded with indispensable admins. You know a few, you might even be one. Here are 3 common denominators that I've seen of the ministry admins who have become indispensable to their clients. 1, indispensable admins made sure before they took the job that it was going to be a good fit. They made sure they could really attend the regular weekly meetings at the time that their new client was going to need them. They made sure that they were available as often as their new client wanted them to be. And if not, they just waited for a job that was a better fit. Also, number 2, indispensable admins know that it's not the client's job to accommodate us. It's our job to accommodate them. They're paying us, not the other way around. It's Disney World's job to accommodate us because we've just paid them. It's our job to accommodate the customer. They just paid us. And thirdly, indispensable admins take initiative. This might be the biggest thing I've seen. They know what to do before they're asked, and they do it. It's amazing to watch. Let me wrap things up here by telling you about the first indispensable church admin I ever met. Now, she was on site at the church, but the principles still apply to the work that we do. I was a guest speaker at First Presbyterian Church in Nashville, and this prayer partner banquet had hundreds of guests. The associate pastor, Mark DeVries, said it was one of his biggest nights of the year. So I was surprised that instead of running around anxiously getting things ready for the big party, he was just strolling through the crowd. How you doing? Let me hear your story. I said to him, why are you not in a panic right now? If this were my event, I'd be freaking out, running around, doing all sorts of things. He said, oh, you haven't met Jen yet, have you? So about a minute later, Mark's admin, Jen, appears out of nowhere and says something like, the musicians are all here. There was a problem with the sound system, but we have it fixed now, and we're going to need you on stage in about 10 minutes. Mark smiles and said, that is why I can come to this event with a big smile on my face. Jen has things taken care of. And then about 8 minutes later, Jen appears again. She says, okay, it looked like we were running out of chairs at a few tables. I let Jim know. He's got it taken care of. And we've done the head count, and we have about 450 people here tonight, about 20 more than you were expecting, but everything's fine. And then she took Mark by the arm, walked him to the stage, handed him a microphone, and he did his thing. You see what she did there? She was taking care of the dance floor so that Mark could just dance. That's what indispensable ministry admins do. We can be indispensable too. So thanks for investing your time with churches, especially giving church leaders the freedom to focus on the things they love, the things they were called to do. You're blessing the church, and I'm grateful. Thank you.